Okay, so I actually bought a real camera, a Sony, to start making these videos. I know I'm struggling with some things, and it might help somebody else so they don't have to go through the trial and error that I am. So as of today, I'm going to start recording everything I'm doing. Unfortunately, some of the videos might be long, some of them might be boring, some of them might be a waste of people's time. But again, I've struggled with a lot of things. Yesterday, I put my bumper cover back on. I have to take it back off because it's not lining up right. And that's going to be my first real video with the new camera. It's free to subscribe. If you don't mind, just hit the subscribe button if it helped you. You know, any comments are welcome. With that, I'm going to walk you into the area where the car's at and start pulling the bumper back off. I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to put it on a table right here on one of the stands and try to actually get it lined up. I'm going to bring it over here, drill out the rivets I put in yesterday. I'm going to wait until I put it on the car and line everything up before I actually rivet it back on this time. Again, I've just been struggling. I can't find videos that tell me any of this kind of the little odds and ends stuff. So I'm hoping that my videos will help somebody else figure it out. There's the bumper on the car now. Let me grab the piece and I'll show you why I'm taking it back off. Let me move this camera over here. Alright. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I have no locks or handles in the car, so you know, the old trusty screwdriver to pop the trunk. It's easier when you got light. Okay, so what I'm talking about is you have the 2 bolts here that actually have to line up in here, and you have 2 bolts in the quarter panel. Well, the way I riveted it on, it doesn't line up very well. And then if you get it on, as you can tell, it's not very good. See how it's pulling out? So what my intentions are, what my plan are, you can see my new rivets where I riveted this back over the bumper, and it's just not setting correctly. So I'm going to take the bumper off, put it on my stand, drill out my new rivets, bring the bumper back over, put it on the car, and put the bumper cover back over it. Line these up in the correct area, and then put my rivets back in. There is rivets underneath, but fortunately for me, I have a lift, so I will actually lift it up in the air and rivet it in place. I think that's going to give me the accurate fit that I'm looking for. So for now, again, it shouldn't be that hard. On my bumper, I literally just placed a couple of screws hand tight on it. The reason I'm trying to get this lined up is because my next thing is going to be pushing the car outside and blowing all the dust out of it, starting to mask it off. As far as I can tell, I'm ready for my epoxy primer and my high build primer. Then I'll bring it back. Well, I'll take it outside, clean it up, bring it back in. Epoxy primer, high build primer. I'll start blocking the car down, fixing any imperfections in the Bondo, any body work, before I'm ready to start painting. After watching a lot of people on YouTube, I've seen that I want to do a collar shift pearl. So if you put a 2-stage, put your collar shift in your clear coat, get any runs, you can wet sand them out, but you still see the line. So I'm going to do a black base. I'm going to put my collar shift pearl in a clear base. And then once I get that done, then I'll actually put clear coat on the car. So that's going to be a 3-stage deal for me. Again, I just have the bumper on with 2 screws, hand tightened. I'll bring the camera over. Just let me set this on the stand. Okay, so now we're going to walk over here. Sorry, I got the camera on a tripod and trying to move around ain't the easiest. Okay, so see if I can zoom out. Hope I can zoom in. Okay. I'll back the camera up best I can. Alright, so I just have a little drill bit on the end pack. Just going to drill out the center. On all my new rivets. All the bumpers are over. Make sure not to fall off your rack. Again, drill out the centers. I don't want to drill out. It wants to burn my, it just spinning. So that one we're going to leave alone for a second. Okay, with that done, I'm going to try to take a flat chisel and a hammer and see what I can do. Just pops right out. can't get the chisel behind this over here, so I'm going to try to pull it out a little bit. Okay, so with that done, now you're still going to have your second half inside. So then you're going to have to go back to the inside and knock loose your second half. Some of them came off, some of them did not. Okay. So, with that done, this one here still seems like it might have a little. So, I'll just take the drill. Nope, good. Now I'm going to move you back over to the car. Alright. So, I'm going to pull the bumper out of the sleeve and just bring the bumper over by itself and set it on the car. Okay. Now, okay. Now, please keep in mind, first time ever doing any of this stuff. So what I'm thinking is I put this back where it goes. Uh-oh, get out of here. All right. Well, maybe. I'm thinking with it over it, like that. Now, I think if I put this in, let me show you. So now, with that in, see if I can lower this down a little bit. Okay. Now, look how easy it goes together. So that tells me if I hold that in place, right where it goes, take the screw on the bottom. I'm gonna see if I can get a little screw and maybe just slap it in there real quick. Okay. Let's see. So that's where it's going to go. Then I'm going to take a rivet. Now I know that's where it goes. Again, look how even. Nice and even. Now I'm going to do the other side. Sorry, door camera went off. Thought somebody was here. We're in for a storm. Wind set it off. Okay. I'm only going to stick this first one in. Then I'm going to come around to this side right here. I'm going to put you in front. Let's see. There we go. Take these good little things off. Again, this is just so I can line everything up correctly. See how easy it goes together that way? before I was having to bite it and struggle. And I'm going to take a rivet. Nice and even, nice and easy. Now, I'm going to lift the car up in the air so I can make sure I get the bottom one set. Probably go up more, but my tools are in the trunk. Let me see what I can do here. Alright. So, just the corner ones is the only ones I care about. See, before I had to clean back here or clean up here. Right there is exactly where it needs to be. So, let's see. Right there. That's ideal. That's absolutely perfect. So, then we're going to go around to the other side. See how easy it fell out? Alright, so now I'll line it up. Right there is where I want it. So I'll pop rivet it in. Now I could take it back off of the car, but I don't see a point. Alright. Oops, I left all the rivets in the trunk. So now I'm going to angle it to where get a little light on the subject here. So now I know it's where I want it. I lifted the car up because I'm not one big for being on low, but it's because I do flooring for a living. I get tired of being on my knees. And I'm just going to lace these up. That's exactly where I wanted it. Exactly where I want it. It lines straight up. No problem. That rivet was broke. Alright. So Now that I have the underneath done, I'm gonna drop this car back down and finish out the top ones. So, okay, so now, as you've seen, I had both my corner ones in. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Just looking at it, let me see if I can show you, but just looking at it, all of my holes are already lined up. Before I had to fight and pull and pry, and so now everything's lined up. Now I'm just going to set this down right here on the end and run down through here with the rivet gun. Another one of them loose rivets. Okay. So now let me take all this stuff back over to the bench. So, once I put the bottom screw in this, let me back it up some. Once I put the bottom screw, it just goes straight in. There's no fighting it, there's it just lines right up nice and easy. Comes out nice and easy. It goes on with these little goopy nuts. Unfortunately for me, one of mine was missing when I bought the car, so I'll have to try to figure out where to get that. Okay, again, I showed you how nice and lined up it is and how easy it actually was. Once I figured everything out, you can see all the new rivets. The reason I'm putting this on today, I'm trying to get this situated, because my game plan today was to push the car out of the garage, get it all cleaned up, and get ready for epoxy primer and high-build primer. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had a different ideal. I don't know mic is on this, but it is actually raining, like a thunderstorm rain. Quick look inside the car, completely gutted. Not a single wire in it. That is aftermarket brand steering column that I put in. I'll have to make some kind of bracket to hold the brake light switch, because the way this one went in. Again, after today, I'd like to start making actual videos every day of the progress to the car. I know it don't look like it now. Anybody knows anything about restoring a car? All the floor pans are new. The whole undercarriage has been sandblasted. Epoxy primer, 2K plastic, Eastwood plastic 2K under the chassis. New strut. New leaf frames, new springs in the front. New upper and lower control arms. Basically, everything's brand new. I've got all new seals for the car. It's got a brand new passenger and driver's side door, brand new passenger side fender. I don't know how to fix these gaps in the hood. I'm just at a loss. I've seen enough videos. I think I've done pretty decent on my fender hood gap. On this door fender, I ended up having to weld an 1/8" piece of rod down the fender side. Had a real big gap. I know it's not perfect. First time ever working on a car to this extent. So I will keep posting videos, and if you like them, subscribe. Hopefully they help you. It's hard to find videos out here that it seems like there's a million videos, but very few about what you actually need. With that, I'll post again another day.